Run 50 states my way. Welcome to historic Gettysburg. This proves to be a history-filled runcation. Like, subscribe, and comment down below because we can't wait to share this history lesson with you as we spend 2 full days in Gettysburg, seeing all of the battlefield, taking some tours, and really just soaking in all of the reverence that is Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Here in Gettysburg at one of the most haunted locations. You cannot come here from sunset to sunrise. It is closed after dark. So we have come to Sachs Covered Bridge at right around 5:40. So the sun is setting behind us. So it's really, really bright, but really cool place. Let's go check it out. This is considered the most historic covered bridge in Pennsylvania. And it is where the troops marched across during the battle. It was crossed by both armies during the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863 and carried parts of the Army of Northern Virginia as it retreated. Before its 1996-97 rehabilitation, its deck was supported by a trussless base on a design by architect Ithiel Town. Rumor has it that there were also men from the battle who were hung off of this bridge who were deserters. We are now on the covered bridge. The road that we took to get here was a little bit different than the cars on this side, so I don't exactly know how we got here, but it's where our Garmin GPS told us to come, so that's what we did. It looks like a number of people have carved their names into the covered bridge. We have found where the Army of Northern Virginia Artillery Reserves was located, as well as an observation tower that overlooks the battlefield. Ryan is going up. It is incredibly windy, so I don't know how I feel about going up. This apparently, according to the plaque, is where the retreat took place. This plaque here talks about how what we're seeing in this area, oh, there's the White House right there. Right. That White House is President Eisenhower's Gettysburg Farm. It is part of the National Park Service and you can go to it, but I think it's still closed for the season, but we're gonna find out when we go to the visitor center. You can get a stamp in your National Park passport if you do go to the Eisenhower House. So this talks about how this whole area and land was part of the Eisenhower family. And this is where he retired. We are on Cemetery Hill, occupied by Union forces at noon on July 1st and provided a rallying point that afternoon for Union soldiers retreating to it from beyond the town. On the evening of July 2nd, coordinated with the attack on Cutlip's Hill to your right, which is over there, 2,000 Confederate soldiers advanced against the hill from beyond the school building site to our front, which is, I think, down there. It is. Assaulted by artillery fire, they pressed forward, struck and broke Union infantry at the base of the hill, and after departing, hand-to-hand fighting captured cannon on the crest. But they resolved no aid, and soon Union reinforcements swept them from the hill. And why it's Cemetery Hill is because across here is the National Cemetery, we aren't able to turn in. So tomorrow when we come back, we're gonna see if we can figure out how to turn in. They closed the gates, we think, because it's right around sunset. The famous Gettysburg Address over in the cemetery. We're really close to where it actually happened fourscore and 7 years ago. Our forefathers brought forth a new nation, conceived in liberty. This whole area right here is Cemetery Ridge. The battlefield is everywhere. Gettysburg National Cemetery, National Military Park. Keep in mind the park does close from sunset to sunrise. And it looks like parking is available off of this street. And it looks like up there is the battlefield, or part of it. It's truly a solemn place. But being able to walk through there in the early morning, the only one inside. Run 50 states my way. We are at the Gettysburg National Cemetery Military Park, and it's just absolutely beautiful and humbling. This is a place you definitely have to visit. Gettysburg National Cemetery. After the battle, nearly 7,500 soldiers were hastily buried in shallow graves on the battlefield, while hundreds more died at field hospitals every day. Today, this hallowed ground is the final resting place for American veterans from Civil War through Vietnam. Your own proud land's heroic soil must be your fitter grave. She claims from war his rightest spoil, the ashes of the brave. Pardon my shadow, but the sun is directly behind me. It appears we found the burial hill. Some of them are marked, but a lot of them are listed as unknown. Unknown, 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 unknown. 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 Can you imagine not having closure from family and loved ones? Not knowing if your soldier was going to come home? I think that's the most tragic part about this battle. It's just so many unknowns. New Jersey, 18 bodies. Wisconsin, 13 bodies.
Connecticut, 22 bodies. Wow, Minnesota, 52 bodies. Maryland, 22. U.S. regulars, 138 bodies. Lincoln Address Memorial. This monument commemorates Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, November 19th, 1863. Oh wow, I thought the Gettysburg Address... Oh, it commemorates it from them. The address was delivered about 300 yards from this spot along the Upper Cemetery Drive. The site is now marked by the Soldiers' Monument. Right here they have the entire Gettysburg Address etched in stone with a statue of Lincoln. I wasn't expecting that the cemetery would be a collection of not just Civil War soldiers, but soldiers throughout the various wars. Looks like this section here is devoted to soldiers from World War I and World War II. This is the field of all unknowns. They're simply marked with a marble letter, and there's just hundreds. 639, 638, 637, row after row after row. Gettysburg, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 1863. Evergreen Cemetery is the local cemetery for the city of Gettysburg. This building was here at the time of the battle. The military cemetery is on the other side of that gate up there. So they literally touch. This statue is of Elizabeth Macer Thorne, 1832 to 1907. They immigrated from Germany, and Elizabeth assumed the duties of taking over the cemetery and served as caretaker from 1862 to 1865. Wow. Some of these tombstones are definitely older than the actual military field, which just shows you the history. I mean, look at those ones right there. Teeny tiny. But why we came to Evergreen Cemetery is because there are only 2 people, civilians that are women, that are given a national military burial. And one of them is Betsy Ross, the creator of the flag, and the other is Miss Jenny Wade, the only civilian who was killed during the battle. And this is her grave, marked with the United States flag. Mary Virginia Wade, killed during the battle. Well, everyone, we got to see where Jenny Wade was buried. in this beautiful cemetery right next to the National Historic Military Cemetery. This is definitely a place to just spend an afternoon. We loved coming here in the early morning when there weren't anybody really here. So we highly recommend checking out both cemeteries while you're here, the military and the actual Gettysburg Cemetery, and most importantly, check out where Jenny Wade is buried, especially if you go into the Jenny Wade house. With that, we are off to our next adventure. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks for watching. This is Ashley signing off.